Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your love reading. Today we're going to be looking at your energy versus theirs. This is a general reading, so the roles might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for a personal reading with me, okay? Oops. So I'm going to be pulling a card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their current energy is like, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session. Okay, so the challenges, you have the High Priestess in upright position and also the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I think one of the biggest challenges within this connection has a lot to do with, one, circumstances may not be aligned so that this connection could go smoothly as it should. And the second one is that there is a difference when it comes to moral value. Okay, what I mean by that, moral isn't something that, is written, isn't a rules or regulation that we know, oh, it's this way. It's different than the law in each countries because moral is different from one person to another. I'm going to give you an example. I was talking to my friend earlier about a friend who has a bit of a marriage problem. And then what I view as that person cheating, my friend doesn't view that as cheating. Because for me, micro cheating is cheating. That's it. You know what I mean? Now, there is a difference as when it comes to moral value. And that's one of the biggest challenges within this connection. What you think is morally right or what you think is morally wrong. For them, they're seeing it, nah, it's not a big deal. And vice versa, what they think is morally wrong for you is like, it may not be a big deal. So that's one of the biggest challenges within this connection that I could see. Okay. Now, this person's current energy, they have the Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, and also the Temperance in upright position. By the way, you might be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Pisces, or you might be dealing with a Cancer or a Sagittarius. That's as far as I could see right now. But this person's current energy here's the thing, okay, Leo? They see you as somebody whom they could potentially build and be in a long-term relationship forever. To the point that both, if you could have a family or pets together, like you could have a long-term relationship with them. Although at this present moment, it seems as if like that hopes of them, that dreams of them, their visions of them about you two being together for a long time is a bit questionable. They're still very much optimistic that it's eventually going to happen, okay? Now, in the past, you have the Ten of Swords and also the Two of Pentacles. From their side, they have the Four of Cups and also the Chariot in upright position. Now, in the past, you guys were dealing with a lot of pain and a lot of hurt. I could see that. And I feel that it takes some time before you can eventually balance out your life again because, it was something that is so painful to a point where you don't really know how to navigate that emotion. You felt that it was going to be a never-ending pain and you don't know how to push through it. But I feel that in this present moment, things are becoming or improving than it was in the past, okay? From this person's side in the past, they have the Four of Cups and also the Chariot. Now, in the past, it's interesting because if we're talking about one person here in particular, they know they want you. They know that you are the person that they want to sought after and they want to build a future together with you. However, there is a bit of a hesitation from their side into becoming fully emotionally vulnerable or fully emotionally available. Okay, we're going to clarify why that is, okay? However, if we're talking about two people here, I felt that you got hurt from somebody whom you feel that this person was not being emotionally vulnerable, genuine, or available towards you. And yet there was somebody who came to your life with a fierce determination. So it depends on your story. Again, this is a general reading, so it's very difficult to specify each people. Now, in the present moment, you have the Two of Swords and also the Three of Pentacles. From their side, they have the Tower, and they also have the Two of Wands. Now, I felt that now they're starting to feel what you guys felt in the past. Okay. Especially if you guys are dealing with people who have a bit of an avoidant attachment style, sometimes that feeling comes later. Like, do you know those kind of people who are like, they just went through a separations or breakup, and instead of dealing with those emotions, they do things to distract themselves. And eventually, again, those emotions and feelings is going to catch up to them, and they're going to feeling it maybe a month after the impact or 2 months after it. But, you know, it's a bit late for them to feel that. Now they're starting to feel what you guys felt in the past. However, in this present moment, I feel that what they're doing is that they are just basically isolating themselves, dealing with it. They feel that they're stuck in a rut, they're stuck in the situation, and they're kind of like planning for a way out. We're going to clarify what that plan is, okay? In a moment. Now, from your side, you have the Two of Swords and also the Three of Pentacles. I feel that at this present moment, again, as I said, your mood and the way that you navigate through those pains is starting to improve. Now you don't feel it that much. Now you don't overthink it that much. You don't decide yet. You haven't decided yet whether what you want to do about this connection whatsoever, but at least you're not feeling it as much. Because I felt that in the past, you wanted it so badly to a point that it hurt you so much. And now you're like, I don't know, Anisa, do I truly want that or do I not really want that? You know, I'm still trying to figure out where my head is, where my emotions is, and everything like that. What you guys are focusing on right now is the Three of Pentacles. So I feel that this week in particular, you guys are going to be focusing a lot more on collaborating with other people just to get your head out of the gutter and just collaborate with other people. I feel that if this is, we're talking this about work, I feel that you're going to be distracting your indecisiveness or your indecisions towards you focusing your head all at work, collaborating with people and etc. Now, is there a part of you who still wants to work it out with this person? I do feel that there is. Okay, but you're no longer as, gosh, I wanted to work out with them. I want to work it out with them. You're no longer that determined. Let's see. Now, in the future, you have the Five of Swords and also the Seven of Pentacles. I feel that at some point in time, that decision is going to come up eventually. However, it's interesting because if you're not single and ready to mingle, and if you're just solely focusing all of your energy towards them, it's interesting, this energy. Why? Because you're cutting them off in order to wait for something. This is a bit manipulative, Leo. We're going to get into it. However, if you're single and ready to mingle, this could also talk about you finally cutting the other person out and waiting for what transpire in the future with a newer person here. Could be a Cancer, could be a Taurus or a Libra in the future. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? So now let's get into your reading, Leo, and let's start clarifying them. So I want to clarify that Tower from their side first. One more time. Okay. One of the things that they are shocked about, you know, why they're finally come to that sudden realizations that I mentioned earlier, has a lot to do with them never have they ever thought that you would make a decisions or you would be focusing solely on your independent. Maybe they thought that you would always be as codependent as you are, whatever that may be, but never have they ever thought that you are going to be prioritizing again your work, your financial stability, your independence, and etc. So because of that, now they're dealing with, oh my God, like there's so many homeworks that I need to be doing when it comes to this matter. In this week, especially Leo, you guys are going to be intuitively connected with the universe. You're going to be receiving like a lot of signals and a lot of messages from the universe. Okay. Not about this person, but about the thing that you should be doing moving forward, or the thing that you should be doing in order, because it's your soul contract, I would say. Okay. Okay. Let's clarify that Two of Wands from their side. I think one of the reason why this person is right now kind of like confused in a way that how do they navigate a lot of this stuff is because they felt that you had them figured. Okay. You had them figured. Now they are in dilemma. What is it that I need to be doing about it? My sense of control is over. I no longer have the control that I used to and the control that I wanted to have with Leo. Okay, everything falls apart. So what is it that I need to be doing? So now they're trying to figure it out. Okay. Now, Three of Pentacles from your side, you have the Hierophant, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you would like to work it out with this person, but there is a terms and regulations with how you would like to work it out. They have to come in a certain type of way in order for you to want to be fully committed with this person again. It's still a connection that you want to work on. Now, there is a high possibility of you meeting somebody new. However, I'm afraid that that somebody new that you're meeting in this present moment may not be in a circumstances or may not be in a condition where they could fully be with you 100%. Okay, so if you're meeting somebody new and you're excited about them, I feel that you need to start managing your expectations and manage your feelings a little bit here, because I feel that this person is not in a situation where they could be with you 100%. Okay, now let's clarify the future. Okay, Leo. Now this person is going to be sending a lot of mixed messages towards you in the future. And one of the reasons for that has a lot to do with, again, it's still very hard for them to accept the fact that they no longer have the control over the situation. Okay. You might be dealing, have I mentioned it? You might be dealing with an Aries, you might be dealing with a Scorpio, or you might be dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or a Cancer here. But there's something about them cannot accept the fact that they're losing control. Okay. Therefore, they don't know how to navigate that. Okay. Leo wants to be harsh with me. They want to make it seem as if like they are making a decision for themselves. Let me do it. But again, it's a Seven of Swords. So it's a manipulation type of card, I would say. Okay. What is it that I need to do? Like, should you be coming towards them excitedly, Leo, they're going to play hard to get. Should you start wanting to address of all of the things that they've done wrong and how it made you feel, there is a lot of resistance coming from them in acknowledging and accepting and validating that. But they want you to welcome them with open hands every time they make a move. So there's like a lot of mixed messages in the future. You know, there is going to be them doing something towards you and then them pulling back. You thinking it might be the right time for you to start expressing yourself, but they're not acknowledging it. Okay, let's clarify the Empress. So eventually I feel that you're going to grow tired of them and you're just going to ignore or cut it out with them. Because again, it's taking a toll on your mind a lot here. It's giving you like a lot of headache. Like you'd be confused. Like maybe you're still confused in it now. Like what does this person want? Like why is they behaving this way? Why is there a lot of mixed messages when it comes to this person? I feel that in the future, you're going to cut it out with them because there is going to be other things that you are going to be working on. Okay. Although you knew that it may you communicating or you, again, communication could be done implicitly or explicitly, right? Explicitly mean that you would literally say it to them that don't bother me anymore because I'm busy with other things. It could be about your work. It could be about another person. Or you would just block it out, cut it out, and not respond whatsoever because you're focusing on other things in your life because this is bringing you like a lot of headache. Now, from their side, again, there's like so many mixed messages to a point where you're going to grow tired of it, to a point where you're like the things that makes you happy. Let's say the instant gratification, right? Like them doing something nice towards you in just a brief moment. It usually makes you feel a certain type of way. Now it just doesn't. If they were to be doing something that would trigger you or makes you upset or angry, it wouldn't affect you. It's like I feel that you guys are just going to be indifferent and bothered almost. And why they're doing this is because they're still hoping that you two could be together, but I don't know, it's just weird wanting to be with somebody and behaving this way. It's just weird, man. So if you're single and ready to mingle, I do feel that you might be meeting with somebody new in the future. However, you're not going to be fully open about it because I feel that your recent experiences in terms of your love life has caused you like a lot of hurt to a point where, okay, I'm just going to wait what this person is going to be doing. How much consistent and persistent they are. I'm not going to be emotionally available until I'm certain that it's safe. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Leo. Oops. Okay, Leo. Leo. I feel that there's some point in you because I feel that you have wishes here. Wishes that has actually nothing to do with them, but you're just making them as a part of your wishes or your goal. You know what I mean? I feel that you have a wish or a dream or a vision about you wanting to have a happily ever after with somebody else. It just happens so to be with them. Now, what you need to do is that you need to start understanding that one of the reasons why you're mentally being in prison at this present moment has a lot to do with you still holding on towards those things. And I'm sensing there's some of you too, Leo, who's feeling like, okay, if I don't do it with them, is it possible there's going to be somebody else in the future who would do it with me? Why are you thinking the way that you're thinking like that, Leo? You are Leo. You're supposed to be the confident one, aren't you? You ruled the Sun card for heaven's sake. Start understanding what is it that makes you stuck at this present moment. Is it because of the memories? Is it because of the wishes, the dreams and goals and visions that you're envisioning about your life and they happen to be the actor or the subject that you wanted to have it with? Start understanding that you are the creator of your life and you could do better. You could create better. You could manifest things that are better. Okay? So, I think that is it for my reading for you here, Leo. Oh, by the way, there's something here about, sorry, still the advice part. There's something here about you wanting them to acknowledge. You still expecting them to free you from the mental prison that you guys are in. Like all of the mind fuck. I don't know why I want to be swearing in this reading. Okay. All of these mind mixed messages that they're doing and everything like that, right? You kind of like want them to explain to you why they're doing a certain type of thing. You want them to validate the pain, the headaches that you've been feeling. Like, why do you need another person to validate how you feel? Like, they hurt you. You know that. Do you need their validation to know that you're hurt, that it's okay for you to be hurt? Doesn't make sense, right? Yeah. Stop expecting this person to free you from the mental prison that you guys are in. You are the only person who could free yourself from this. Okay? So I think that is it from my reading for you here, Leo. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.